Good morning. I'm Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for Wednesday, the 20th of March, 2024. We're about 8:10 a.m. Central Time. So what we have going on today is pretty simple. You had the mortgage market headline recap, and it was down in all categories, down 1.6 in the index, down 1.2 in the purchase, and down 2.5 in the refi. But the event today is going to be the Fed monetary policy decision at 1, the dot plot that goes with it, and then at 1:30 the press conference, and just how does Fed Chair Powell talk? Is he going to be more hawkish or dovish? Is he going to stick to the line? And is it even going to be an event? Because the market is going to flip-flop going in. Is it going to stay with 3 rate cuts predicted for this year? Or do the members move to 2 and the market moves to 2 with them? That's really what you're looking at this point. I don't think you can argue that so far we've gotten to a point where inflation is sticky. We've dropped from 9% to basically 3.2%, and we got sort of stuck there. Now, the argument that many have been making is that the first quarter you get a lot of hikes in prices, wages, blah, blah, blah. And that shows up in January and part of February. I don't think you can argue that that's going to be the case in March, April, and May. And then that puts us to the June next time. So it's too soon to know what's going to happen. I mean, if everything started getting even stronger, how could you possibly think, if you get stronger reports, that June, July, anytime in that time frame, you're going to get the Fed to make a move? On the other hand, a lot weaker reports, yeah, maybe that gets the Fed's attention, because at some point, the Fed's going to have to become a visionary and say, okay, we've seen enough. It is starting to come down. I think we can make a move, maybe then go to a pause. Let's make sure we've done the right thing. When is that going to be? Well, it's dependent on the data. It's really that simple. Sudan just declared a force majeure in oil, so keep your eye on that. They've got problems via war going on there. Bonds and notes very steady. The 10-year note this morning's around the 4.28 level. In the grain market, a very mixed picture going back and forth at this particular hour. In the metal markets, the question is what happens with the dollar. Now, as you know, I've shown you at the end of each day, I thought the market might make a run towards the 104 level in the dollar, and it has. By the way, if you take a look at what the dollar's done against most currencies, with the exception of the Mexican peso, it's gained. That is not what traders thought was going to happen this year. If you take a look at stock indices, traders thought that you would get up in the S&P and finish the year at 5,200. That's where I saw the majority of people thinking. You're already at 5,238. Is this the level where the market can finally give you a small break? Or 5% break. I'll live with that. 3% break. You haven't had anything like that in a while. Think back to October, so that's where you're at. So that's what you're dealing with today. How much of a hero do you want to be? Do you want to be the one saying, oh, this is where the market's going to do it? Has the market built in a lot of this? I think that everybody will wait. They'll see what goes on. And I want to remind you, the yin-yang impact. Our Fed comes out at 1 o'clock. What time is that in Europe? In Asia, they're sleeping. So he then has his conference. We finish up. Asia starts waking. Then it comes back later that night and morning to Europe, and then back to America. So you get this whole yin-yang. Be aware of it. It's regular. It happens often. And obviously, is it an event or no event? So far, as you know, generally, these have a 1-hour lifetime, and they've turned into no events. So we'll see if that's it. I'll be writing about this, my comments on it tonight. How do you get that? Just go to our website at irapstein.com. Under the free offers, you'll see everything right there. You have yourself a good day. I'll catch up with you at the end of the trading day.